Kim Tate is at the center of a whodunit on Emmerdale next week when she's poisoned. But who is the culprit? As fans of the ITV soap will know, the home farm owner has left her assets to close pal and cleaner Lydia Dingle, Karen Blick, leaving her step-grandson Joe Tate, Ned Porteous, furious. The discovery came after Kim managed to convince Moira Dingle, Natalie J. Robb, to sell her half of Butler's farm after Joe persisted to gain full control of the land, sparking a new feud with the Dingles. In a romantic twist, Kim also spent the night with former Flame Graham Foster, Andrew Scarborough, though it appears he may have lived to regret it following his feelings for Rona Goskirk, Zoe Henry. In upcoming scenes, Kim prepares to visit the Dingles at Wishing Well Cottage despite her lover Graham casting doubt over the idea. Lydia prepares for Kim's arrival and remains adamant that a dinner involving both families will put an end to their constant squabbles. The meal gets off to a rocky start before turning into a positive affair, but tragedy soon strikes. Kim starts to choke before suddenly collapsing, sparking panic among other guests. Kane, Jeff Hordley, and local GP, Liam Kavanagh, Johnny McPherson, rush an unconscious Kim to the hospital while the Dingles start pointing the blame at each other. Graham is left suspicious of foul play after Jacob Gallagher, Joe Warrenplant, reveals Kim's symptoms line up with severe mushroom poisoning. With the suspects gathered in the Woolpack backroom, Kane and Caleb Milligan, William Ash, are quickly at each other's throats when Graham arrives and reveals the doctors suspect it was the mushrooms. As all eyes fall on Sam Dingle, James Hooton, he soon reveals that Kane told him where to go to forage for them and admits he thinks Kane could have tried to kill Kim. Joe rushes to be at Kim's side, but she's quick to accuse him of crocodile tears. Annoyed by Kim's accusation, Joe sincerely guarantees Kim he had nothing to do with her poisoning, leaving her uncertain. But who is responsible for Kim's poisoning? Did someone really try to kill her? At Home Farm, everything was always deliberate. Every move, every word, every plan. And tonight, Kim Tate had a plan. "Dinner," she said, pouring herself a drink, her voice smooth with quiet authority. At Wishing Well Cottage. Across from her, Graham Forster stiffened slightly. "With the Dingles?" he asked. Kim smirked. "Why not? If we're going to end this feud, we might as well do it properly." Graham didn't look convinced. "You don't end wars with dinner invitations," he said quietly. "You escalate them." Kim raised her glass. "Then let's hope tonight is the exception." Chapter 2, Brewing Storms. At Wishing Well Cottage, preparations were already underway. Lydia Dingle moved nervously around the kitchen, adjusting plates, checking the oven, rearranging things that didn't need rearranging. "It's going to be fine," she muttered to herself. It had to be. This dinner wasn't just a meal. It was a chance to fix things, to prove something to everyone. Chapter 3, The Guests Arrive. They came one by one. Kane Dingle, tense and guarded. Caleb Milligan, watching everything. Sam Dingle, trying to keep the peace. And finally, Kim. She entered like she owned the room. Because, in many ways, she did. Chapter 4, A Fragile Peace. The first half hour was stiff. Awkward. Every conversation felt like it might tip into an argument at any second. But slowly, something shifted. Laughter. Small smiles. Even Kane relaxed slightly. "Maybe this wasn't such a bad idea," Lydia said quietly. Kim raised an eyebrow. "Of course it wasn't." Chapter 5, The Meal. The food was served. Plates passed. Glasses filled. Among the dishes, a simple addition. Wild mushrooms. Foraged. Fresh. Unremarkable. Or so it seemed. Chapter 6, The Moment Everything Changed. It happened quickly. Too quickly. Kim paused mid-sentence. Her expression flickered. "What's wrong?" Lydia asked. Kim didn't answer. Her hand went to her throat. A cough. Then another. Then, she choked. Chapter 7, Collapse. The room erupted into chaos. "Kim," someone shouted. Her chair scraped violently against the floor as she collapsed. Unconscious. Still. Terrifyingly still. "Call an ambulance," Lydia cried. Chapter 8, Race Against Time. Liam Kavanagh dropped to his knees beside her. "Move back," he ordered. Kane stood frozen for a moment, then snapped into action. Together they worked. But time felt like it was slipping away. Chapter 9, Panic and Blame. At the hospital, tension only grew. Back at the cottage, the Dingles turned on each other. "What did she eat?" Caleb demanded. "It was the mushrooms," someone said. "All of us ate them," another shot back. But only Kim had collapsed. Chapter 10, The First Suspicion. Later, In the Woolpack backroom, the suspects gathered. No one said it out loud at first, but everyone was thinking the same thing. This wasn't an accident. Chapter 11. A Dangerous Theory. Graham entered, his expression dark. The doctors think it was poisoning, he said. Silence. They suspect the mushrooms. All eyes turned, slowly, toward Sam. Chapter 12. The Accusation. I didn't know. Sam Dingle insisted, panic rising. I swear. Then where did you get them? Kane demanded. Sam hesitated. Then, you told me where to go. The room froze. Chapter 13. Kane under fire. Kane's expression hardened. You think I'd poison her? I don't know what to think. Sam shot back. Caleb stepped forward. This is getting ridiculous. But the damage was done. Suspicion had found its target. Chapter 14. At the hospital. Meanwhile, Tate rushed to Kim's bedside. Machines beeped softly. Her face pale. Still. You'll be fine, he muttered. Kim's eyes flickered open. And when she saw him, her expression hardened. Chapter 15. The Accusation That Cut Deep. Crocodile tears, she whispered. Joe froze. You think I did this? Kim didn't answer. She didn't need to. Chapter 16. A Promise. I didn't poison you, Joe said firmly. I swear. For a moment. Just a moment. Doubt crossed Kim's face. Because Joe was many things. But was he a killer? Chapter 17. Too Many Motives. Back in the village, the list of suspects grew. Kane, angry, desperate. Sam, guilty, panicked. Caleb, calculating. Even Lydia. Unlikely. But not impossible. Because Kim had made enemies. So many enemies. Chapter 18. The Hidden Truth. Later that night, Graham stood alone. Thinking. Replaying everything. And then. A detail. Small. Easy to miss. But important. Too important. Chapter 19. The Real Culprit? Because what if? The mushrooms weren't the whole story. What if they had been tampered with? What if someone had known? Planned it? Watched it unfold? Chapter 20. The Cliffhanger. The next morning, the village held its breath. Kim was alive. But weak. And somewhere, someone knew the truth. Someone who had nearly gotten away with murder. Epilogue. The game isn't over. At home farm, the silence returned. But it wasn't the same. Because now, it carried something else. Fear. Suspicion. And a question that refused to go away. Who tried to kill Kim Tate?